Good Saturday morning. And welcome to Ice Age TV. Wow, what a beautiful Saturday morning. Probably one of the more warmer mornings we've had in quite a while. And here's the Rugrats, the troublemakers. And it's the Saturday morning routine. Not a lot to say, but a little to say. And get the garbage up the road. You get on other projects. Oh, good Saturday morning. Hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday morning. No, get out of there. What are you going to do now? But I gotta go to the house first. Gotta get the house first and get the other big mutts out and get the garbage. And which truck do I drive to the trash place? I don't know yet. And there's the dog's cone. You know, the dog's cones are all off, and for the record, they're in the pond. They're crazy, they're running crazy, and I mean, I don't see any blood or them licking their area like they've injured it, so it is pretty incredible. And that's one thing I wanted to do. I just want to do all in one time and be done with it. It's such a pain in the ass. So for the moment, it looks like the dogs are okay, but I wouldn't guarantee it. As I show a video later today going to the ER because the dog's stitches came apart, but hope for the best, right? So here's the other group of dogs, but I'm going to cut it off. His wife's probably in the kitchen, so leave it at that for the moment. Oh, it's chaos. Chaos! Come on, let's go. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I just don't get it. You got all this free space out here. And yeah. You guys are all on top of each other. Like I live in a little community. I gotta go around and do my doggy picker, pooper, up rub. I've just been too damn busy this week. I've been slammed, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh, so here we go. Across the way to the cave, man. The ice age cave with all the ice vehicles in it. So pretty incredible. I used to have like I think they have like 4 electric vehicles. Now I have 2. So I kind of downsized on that side, didn't I? I've downsized on a lot of stuff. Come on, puppies. Gail made a comment yesterday. She said, hey, why don't you just sell your house and move to Florida and move in with your dad? I'm like, what? I think, are you really serious? I'm thinking, Gail, do you know where my dad lives? My dad doesn't have enough room barely for me and Julie to go down there to accommodate us. And we have 8 dogs. We had what, 6 German Shepherd puppies down there, and that was a freaking nightmare of being a kennel in their house. And down there, you got to go around and pick up all the poop. You have to walk around the neighborhood with a doggy bag and pick up all the poop. You think I'm up for that? But I mean, where would all this stuff go? So I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of befuddled on that comment from good old Gail that's saying to sell the house, but we're not going to Florida. So for some reason, Gail thinks that we ought to move to Florida. We don't want to move to Florida because we live up here. And I don't really want to be in Florida year round. I like going to Florida throughout the year, but no way. Hurricanes, hot as hell, flat as hell. I mean, I'm just not. If I want to be in Florida, I would have been there 30 years ago. I had a chance to go to Florida back in the early 90s. But I went down there, and I was just like, nah, this ain't me. So to answer your question, Gail, no. What's going to happen is my dad's going to sell his house, and he's going to move in with my brother. So my brother can take care of my dad. My mother right now is still in hospice, and it's just a day-to-day thing. I mean, so right now my mother hasn't come back home, which in my view, I think that's better because it's just my dad is so at risk from injuring himself because he's constantly having to go back and forth between the bedroom and the kitchen and get my mother food and this and that and that and this. And so for my mom, I think she's better off because apparently they're doing a better job than we thought. So for the record, they seem to be taking care of her better than we thought. It's just kind of miscommunication, all that. All right, here's all the food, and which I'm not excited about that because I'm going to have to get the truck loaded up and get down to the dump, get rid of all this greenhouse box stuff, and get these guys some dog food right here as we're kind of talking. But yeah, so that would, and plus my wife still works. My wife is not wanting to retire anytime soon. My wife loves her job. and you're not going to know what her job is. Somebody reaches out and goes, "Oh, what does your wife do?" I can't tell you. So everybody here goes, "Well, what is your?" I'm not going to tell you. My wife would be probably happier in life if I didn't have this YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not lying to you. She would probably be like, "Cool, I'm glad you got rid of that social media crap." She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the exposure, and you're so exposed. And I can honestly tell you, from doing this channel for 5 years, it's nerve-wracking because you do end up having people that just aren't the nicest to you. I mean, it does get very personal, and it gets very radical. So for my wife, my brother's the same way. He's like, "You're an idiot to show everybody everything you do, everything at home." He's like, "One day they're going to show up." I'm like, "Yeah, that's possible. Anything's possible." So the whole point of the conversation is that my wife isn't ready to retire. So we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So that's not the plan. That's not, her. So just to answer Gail's inquiry about we should move on. Well, my wife loves this place. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. Why? Just you're a screwball. Well, you know what? I don't care. Get out of there. I don't care. Yeah, so here we are. It's a Saturday morning, short conversations, and it just kind of gave you a brief update of what's going down in Florida. My dad's injured his knee pretty good, where he cut it open, so that's kind of hampered him. But overall, my sisters and my brother, they're all hanging in there, and for the most part. But it's sad times because my mother's truly, coming down the home stretch, if you kind of know what that means. What the doctors basically say, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now. They don't know. You ever heard these stories? Sure, many people know these stories. So I appreciate everybody reaching out and hearts and prayers. I really do appreciate that. So, but here's what's interesting. The latest in Virginia. Think about this. And here's my watch. These watches, and so there's somebody bugging you. Yeah, having an Apple Watch in some ways, I mean, I have said this so many times on my channel. I always have had a dream of having a business where it's like the good old days. You went to work, you didn't have a cell phone, you had nothing on you, no pager, nothing. You went to work, you signed in, you went and did your duties throughout the day, and you weren't being bugged all day long. I mean, it is so bad, people. It is so bad. It is so bad. I mean, Gail, if Gail wants to come full disclosure, she'll tell you why she got banned from my channel. Yeah, for Gail. Hey, Gail. Yeah, Gail. Full disclosure, I did ban Gail. You know why? She was texting me all the time. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't want it. So see ya. So, but we made amends on that. And she's back. But she knows. I mean, she is funny because she'll text me. And she'd be like, "Okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here." I'm like, "Right, okay." Gail and her husband are local. So, this is a much more personal thing because I've been to the motorcycle show with her husband and other things. So it's a much more personal level of me kind of being okay with that. But other than that, no. No, nobody's, I don't want you texting my cell phone. I don't want my giving out, I'm just, no. So anyways, here's an interesting thing. The state of Virginia has now just passed a law that if you get a reckless driving ticket, and the governor of the state threw it back into the court system of not being a flat line law, that each judge in each jurisdiction has at its own discourse or its own judgment, however you want to word that, that if you get a reckless driving ticket, which really means if you've gone 20 miles an hour over the speed limit in any posted speed limit in Virginia, once you're over 20, it's a reckless. Now, the police officer has the leniency to maybe make it a speeding ticket or reckless. Depends what it is. But if you're doing 100 plus, you're probably going to get a reckless driving ticket. But so what they say is the new law that has just come into effect in Virginia this year, just happened, is the judge at their discretion has the right to require you to have a GPS device installed in your vehicle, and whether he wants you to have that device in your vehicle for 2-3 months, a year or 2 years, depends on how bad your driving record is and how many times you get yourself in trouble. So it basically comes down to either you lose your license or you agree to put this GPS device in your vehicle that controls the car's speed. Wow. Now, for the guy that's at the 1985 car, I can't see it. So the guy that's never updated, the guy like my brother has such old vehicles, with the exception of the Ford Ranger. But if he didn't have that, I don't know if he would even have a vehicle that would even, so I guess in that case, they just take your license. So that's a brand new ruin where you're going to be driving down the road in Virginia and you're going to be behind some guy that's obeying every speed limit, and you'll start getting pissed off at this person, not realizing they got a GPS reckless driving case against them, and they can't drive any faster than this posted speed limit because the car won't let them. So do you get a temporary like sticker or something you put on your car? Hey, GPS speed car reckless driving ticket. So people who come behind you and like, oh, I get it. This guy, the car won't go any faster because he can't. He's under the reckless driving program. Wow, just the beginning, everybody. It's just the beginning of the future of where we're going with all this technology, all these smart cars. There's just no doubt in my mind. I guarantee everybody on the channel is like, yep, you just give it another 10 years, and the legislation in these areas, the governing bodies, are going to truly just start having vehicles that they're made, the government will force manufacturers to make these cars GPS driven off of speed limits. and you're not going to be able to do anything about it. I guarantee it. I always say that Elon Musk is the double-edged sword because he brings so much technology and so much change at such probably a faster speed than what most have. And you just think to yourself, I just always think to myself, once he's really mastered all his infrastructure that I've talked about so many times on my channel, the government's just going to take it away from him or siphon off of it. And for us, as you know, the Tesla auto car can drive itself. I mean, it is doing that right now. Even for me, it's hard to believe I could get in my Tesla car today. And for the most part, I don't know if it drive up this Route 15 or not. I don't know. I don't know if it would do that or not on opposing traffic. If it would do opposing traffic, or it only does it on 2-lane traffic or 3-lane traffic or whatever. So I don't know a 2-lane road opposing if that does the full self-driving. I'm not sure on that. But anyways, hey everybody, I don't want this video to be very long, so I gotta go. I gotta take care of projects. Yeah, I got plenty of projects here. And the grass, the kid cracks me up. Oh, Dad, you're so focused on the grass. Like, you so forget on how you spend hours of cutting grass on this property. And then you gotta, technically you need to weed whack the property. Then now the grass starts growing driveway. You gotta spray all the driveways. And then until you ride around a lawnmower for 2 hours, then you start to get it. When it beats the hell out of you, it beats the crap out of you. I've had every lawnmower you can imagine. City lawnmowers, belly lawnmowers, pull behind lawnmowers, zero-turn lawnmowers. Bought a brand new cab tractor thinking that would be more accommodating. That thing beats the hell out of you. So what's the next project? Well, technically, we need to put plants in these gardens. That's a whole other project. Oh my gosh. And for me, it could be a phone call at any moment. I mean, it could be a phone call at any moment for me. I gotta go south. I mean, that's where it is. But I'm slammed in my business right now with projects. So it isn't a good time. It's a terrible time right now for me to have to go to Florida. Terrible time. Yeah, getting these dogs acclimated. They feel comfortable. I mean, Julia has to stay back. There's just no way these dogs, my wife could handle these dogs. There's no way. She was having a hard time just handling Gypsy yesterday. Sorry, everybody. Hope everybody has a blessed day, Saturday. And we have more videos. Julia, it's so funny. Yesterday, I was like, I don't feel like making a video. I just like, there's just not much here to video today. I don't really feel like doing it. But she wanted to make a video. So Julia starts videoing, and she cracks me up the way she videos. You can definitely see how she videos versus I video. And I think everybody would say, yeah, the videographer needs some help and some work. Because the videos, they're cute and they're fun, but you just kind of like, okay, kid. But she pushed that video. I was like, yeah, just time out. just take a time out. There's nothing there. I just don't want to make a video to make a video, unless I feel like something to be of interest to you. So that's it. That's it, everybody. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless. Stay safe.